Hi.
Hello.
Yes. That's a signature Kelsey hello. This is like my favorite thing. Hi, welcome to a new sort of Bhava broadcast. World Meet Kelsey Mangan. Did I pronounce your name right? I realize I've never actually said it out loud.
Yes.
Meet Kelsey. Kelsey is one of our I would say advanced Bhava Spiritual Mission babes. You are so close to completion of your certification. Like we're like months away from completion. Yeah. She is an incredible channel for Divine Source. She has been showing up like a mofo in our community. I don't think you've missed a single class. No. She has just shown up. Kelsey's amazing. So I'm just gonna riff a little bit on Kelsey. And Kelsey, you're just gonna have to sit there and take it. Okay.
Okay.
And anybody who's jumping on and you know Kelsey, please say hi. If you're just meeting Kelsey, please say hi. Leave a comment. Let us know you're here. After we chat a little bit, we're gonna do free readings today so that we can both get together and channel for you. And I've really been looking forward to this because I feel like Kelsey, you and I have a sort of similar way of channeling where it comes through really strongly, powerfully, clearly, and concisely. So I think this will be really fun to meld. So I'm really happy to be doing this. Hey, we've got beautiful Darren on YouTube. Hello, darling. Hello, Bob, one of Kelsey's classmates coming on saying hi as well. We love you too, Bob. So Kelsey and I, we've been connected on social media for a couple of years now, I guess. And getting to know Kelsey, getting to know you over this last year has been just such a pleasure. The power and dynamism and the leadership that you bring to the community. You're just a person who naturally whips up the energy and points it in the direction it needs to go. You're a natural leader, manager, organizer. You're an incredible channel and intuitive, and watching you really trust your flow and your process and just uncover the stuff like we do in our Bhava school. It's like, it's just uncovering, it's unearthing what's already there. And you have been such a shining example in our community, showing up and doing that every damn day, not missing a class, participating in the group, being a way shower, being a trailblazer. I'm so honored to have been able to spend this year in such a juicy relationship with you. And I'm really honored to like show you off to the world right now, bringing you on here. So you're incredible. And I'm so grateful you're here, and we're going to have so much fun today. And is there anything you want to say? And if not, that's fine. I completely put you on the spot.
No, I was just thinking that, it's been a real blessing to have been able to be a part of Bhava, because had I not been given the scholarship, I would not have been able to do this. And it's something that like, I can't fully express how grateful I am for having been given the opportunity. And it's just it really has been a blessing. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a really effing hard blessing sometimes, but it's been a blessing at the same time though, because just because it's a blessing doesn't mean that it's not going to have parts that are really, really uncomfortable, because most of the time blessings are super uncomfortable. You're given a blessing for growth, and if it's not uncomfortable, are you really getting everything out of it?
Are you really growing? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think like everybody's really transparent about that with all the students who come in at the beginning. It's like, this is going to be a hell of a year. You're going to get what you need out of it. And it's a journey. And that's why I think we try to provide as much support as we possibly can, as, we kind of tumble a little bit through our process, but it doesn't last long. It's like we have tools to get us through it. And it's just so cool to see you and the rest of the students really, especially at this stage, begin to bloom. Just really bloom and find your footing and find your confidence. And like everybody's unique gifts are really coming to like tying together, like just coming together really beautifully. It's really fun. I love this shit. This is the best. So with that being said, I want to do some readings today with you. And so anybody watching now, go ahead and leave a comment. And let me just put a little banner up here. Free readings. Leave a comment. Comment for a free reading. Add banner. There we go. So yeah, anything that we have. And if you're jumping on, you want a reading from me and Kelsey, the way that we do it is we will tag team. when you leave a comment. And you can comment a question. You can comment, give me a general reading. You can whatever it is that you need. We can even do healings. We can do what have you. So while we're waiting for some, oh wait, let me just make sure somebody's not telling me something. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. like, DJing all the different pieces here. Wanted to make sure everybody was able to see what we're doing. Let's do a little like sort of collective channeled message together. Shall we do that? Okay. So here's how we'll facilitate it. Let's just close our eyes, take a breath, open up to spirit. And would you like to write it down first, or you want to just riff, babe? What feels best to you?
I'm gonna go fly by the seat of my pants because that's
she's gonna riff. Yes.
So.
Okay. All right. Let's drop in, and I'd love to invite you to go first, babe.
Oh God, that's so intimidating. Okay.
Yeah, it is. You're so good though. Just what does the collective need to hear? Drop in. Breathe. Grounding cord down.
So the first thing that I had heard prior to, like, as soon as you said something about how we were going to do it for the collective, the first thing I heard was grace. And I'm going to guess that it's likely because of the fact that we hold so much doubt in everything that we do, and then when we're fallible humans, and we don't allow ourselves the capacity of grace to understand in a very loving way why we are the way we are. And it could just be as simple as giving yourself the same grace as you would give somebody else that you love, somebody else that you're watching grow and heal and move and all of the ness. And it's as simple as grace, loving grace, to allow that expansion to happen without you sitting there and telling yourself everything that you aren't and everything that you can't be, and all of the things that aren't even yours, everything that just kind of spits up all the time. It's moving that aside and saying, I'm human, and that's okay. It's okay to be human. It's who I am. It's what I'm supposed to be. I am human. It is a human experience. But first and foremost, it is a human experience that I'm moving through. And this is just a movement for me to get to the end.
Okay, it was really fun to watch you while you're doing that. Darren on YouTube called it psychic freestyling. I'm like, yes, that's so good, Darren. Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, that was yes. Just hell yes. I'm gonna grab hold of that word grace, and I'm gonna channel on the word grace. What does divine spirit say? Show me. I'm getting tumbling. The whole point of the human experience is to tumble. It's the ride. It's the journey. It's the waves. It's riding the waves. It's learning to ride the waves. Falling down is as important as standing up. Running, falling. Running, falling. Like the grace that when we give ourselves grace, Spirit is saying, when we give ourselves the grace that we give to people who we love, when we give ourselves that grace, we give ourselves the opportunity to fully become happy and fulfilled. The lack of grace, the rigidity that we hold on to, being really, really hard on ourselves, it's like it creates this barrier between us and happiness, between us and authenticity, between us and our highest expression, our greatest fulfillment. What was it? Somebody posted something in the group. I think Sarah Sunshine did. It was like, I forget what she said. Do you remember? It was really good. Choose my funnest, right? Or like my favorite expression, right? That was it. But choosing your favorite expression, that when we're hard on ourselves, it's like this brick wall that keeps us from reaching out and grabbing hold of and completely identifying and creating and becoming one with this God expression in human form, which includes the whole spectrum of the human experience. Like grief is another spectrum of love. It's just, it's meant to all be experienced. And when we're hard on ourselves, it's like, we have to be perfect. We have to be right. We messed up. Oh no, do. And this brick wall is opaque. It's like, you can see on the other side what is available for you, but you can't punch through. You can't get it. It's when we begin to allow ourselves grace, to be kinder to ourselves, to love ourselves more, to give ourselves permission to tumble and fall and have the full experience sides of our quote mistakes, unquote, making decisions that are quote wrong, that lead us down paths that are intense and intimidating, and maybe there's destruction and all that, when we can trust that we are making the correct decisions for us on this timeline, moving to giving ourselves grace for everything and learning and growing and expanding, that's when we show up and we fully embody our happiness, self-fulfillment, and our well-being in a powerful way. And that doesn't mean that you're happy and every single second of the day. It means that you have this thread, this baseline of happiness and trust and faith as you go through the tumbling and the ups and downs and the waves and all of this shit in the human experience, because we are here for the whole human experience. So that was beautiful. That word is that you grabbed hold of. I love that. I loved your message, and that felt really good to riff off of that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Awesome.
We're just fancy.
We're fancy. That was so perfect, though. Good job. Okay, so we have some people commenting they want readings. So our beautiful Becca wants a general reading. All right, Becca's one of our Bhava babes. We're going to tune in. So let's do this. Let's switch off going first for each of the readings. So I'll let you kick this one off, and then I'll follow. And then the next one I'll kick off, and then you follow. Feel good?
Okay.
All right. What does our beautiful Becca need to know?
Becca, what I can see you right now, and if I see this figure standing behind you, and it looks almost like it's an angel, and it's standing there, and it's almost like it's just got your back in a huge way. So but this thing behind you, it's very large, and you're small, and what that's showing me is that you have a lot more protection, a lot more guidance, a lot more whatever it is that you need, honestly, than you might believe you do in this moment. That there are going to be moments where you fear and you falter and you feel like you're standing alone. But I promise you that not only are you not standing alone, but you're standing in the presence of immense power to help you through this. And to get you to where you need to get to, all you have to do is take a breath and trust.
Oh my God. That take a breath and trust. Okay. As you were channeling, I was getting these visuals for you, beautiful Becca. You are a creature designed for lightness and play and presence and joy. That's just what you're designed for. For you, it's like the world is supposed to be a playground for you more than almost anybody. I just get light, so much lightness. You are this embodiment of light. You are such a light being. And you've been, so much of the world has come sort of piling on top of you, but the journey for you is to just dig your way out through the sand, through the dirt. And here's what I'm getting for you. That dirt that's covering you, it's looser than you think it is. It's not as heavy. There's not as much of it. It's a thinner layer than you think it is, especially now. So, throat chakra. It's a question of making the decision to be the light, to embody the light that you are. And you do that through playfulness, through presence, through not taking things very seriously, through kind of bouncing through life a little bit, right? And the throat chakra is really big. The throat chakra is about self-expression, but it's also about trusting yourself. And what I'm getting for you is you're carrying this belief that you're still buried under a lot of rubble. You're not buried under as much rubble as you think you are. That's more of a habit of thinking than it is the reality. You are just ready to stand up and just dust that dirt off, okay? The issues that you're having are going to go away when you really embody this lightness. When you really embody this playfulness. And I see you, I know you live in nature, and that is really, really good. Living in nature, being in nature, going out in nature, walking more, exploring more. I'm also getting that you have an ability to connect with elementals and with things like, and I don't really go for this stuff very often, but this is what Spirit is saying, fairies and gnomes and that kind of energy, like those kind of energies out in the woods. There's little beings and sometimes big beings out in the woods that don't show up for everybody, and they will show up for you when you make yourself available to them. All right, Becca, thank you for being the first one to dive in and be brave. Let us know, leave a comment, let us know how that resonated for you, okay? Linda's here. Hello, beautiful Linda. Our beautiful Bob would love a reading. All right. I get to start off with our beautiful Bob. Okay. Bob, Bob, Bob. Hi, beautiful Baba Bob. Show me, show me. All right, Bob. I'm feeling a lot of energy in the chest, in the throat, and moving into the head. And I love where you've been at. You've been walking gently, but also solidly along your path, and you're feeling more and more confident. And this makes me really happy. You're really starting to embody yourself more and have more confidence in each step that you're taking. Very soon, something's going to happen that's going to piss you off. You're going to say, absolutely not. It's not something new. It's something recurring in your life, some kind of pattern, some kind of maybe like situation or interaction. That's the word I'm looking for, interaction, that's going to show up, that's going to piss you off. This is a good thing, because what this is going to do is launch you out of that habit, that pattern. And that's a requirement in order to get you, keep you solidly moving along your path, and doing it with more confidence and more direction, and also even more support from the universe. This is something that's coming through. Breaking our patterns enables the universe to support us more on our path, on our life path, and our life purpose, right? So breaking patterns is really important, removing patterns from our life. And this is a pattern coming up. Anger is an expression of our power. It's a bastardized expression of our power. But if we can use that energy of anger, we can use it to empower ourselves to make a new decision and to shift things in our life that we were previously unable to shift, where we felt stuck. Okay, so that's the message I got for you. I am bouncing it over to Kelsey.
I got that same feeling of like the welling in my chest. It feels almost like a pressure though. Like there's a lot of love, but maybe that love might be more out of, like, some of it might be more out of obligation. Like you feel like you have to be lovable in order to be acceptable. And it kind of tails on that end of the anger of, you don't always have to be lovable. And what if the most lovable thing that you can do is stand up for yourself and learn how to be fully present and fully aware of what you actually want, instead of always be feeling used and giving too much of yourself to the point of resentment and that anger and that aggravation. That learning what a no feels like before you learn what a yes feels like is super important in the journey of really understanding the full capacity of what your love can do. It's not just meant for other people. It's also meant for you. Sometimes you have to turn that outwardness, because we want people to love us so badly that we give out our love freely, but pull that love back inward, because you also need to experience that love. You also need to look at Bob, and you need to look at everything that you are, every essence that you are for you. What moments in your life have you saved yourself? Where have you picked up pieces for yourself? Where have you cradled you? Where have you nurtured you? Look at those parts and sit in that feeling of love. And if you don't have those moments, now's the time to create those moments for yourself, of where you sit with yourself and you really, really, really want to sit with yourself and love yourself and learn yourself and just be you, regardless of what the world might interpret that as. That's what I have.
Ooh. Okay, girl. Bob, let us know how that resonated with you. Thank you so much. Beautiful. All right. Hi, Ward. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you both on here. Tamara would like a general reading. All right, kick us off, girl. Trust it. Trust yourself.
Yeah, I just went there.
I know you did. I felt it. Something that will help me sometimes when I'm like on the spot is I have a pen and paper and I'll just doodle a little bit, give my brain something to do.
Okay.
Let it flow through.
I don't think I have my pen. Oh, no, I do. Okay. I just really geeked out. It's really easy to do it when you know people.
I I think you're gonna find, I actually find it the opposite. When you don't know somebody, as long as we get out of the way, get ourselves out of the way. Remember, it's not about, like, it's not your job to know what it means. It's just your job
Okay.
to tell the story. There you go. Tout, you got there.
Okay. So what I keep hearing is big and small. You want to feel big, or and you feel small. You want to feel big in a moment, but you feel small. How can you today make yourself, like, put yourself in a perspective of not feeling small in the world that you live in right now? What can you do today? I feel it is as simple as taking care of yourself, like making sure that you're eating enough, drinking enough water, sitting down and resting, not letting everybody pull on you and in 1,000 different directions. You don't have to be small. There might be choices that you are making that are making you that you've made to convince yourself that this is all that you can be. And stepping out of the all that you can be super, super, super uncomfortable and unbelievably intimidating, because at some point in time, you were probably told that you weren't enough, or maybe you were good, but never good enough. Like you were just a smidge off, just a smidge off. But it's time that you put that stuff aside and take it down to the simpleness, the very simplicity of life, of making sure you're taken care of by you. Making sure that before you go to bed, you're doing your basic things that you need to do. Making sure that you're getting enough rest, and all of the very simple things, getting back to the basics of life, the very things that we need to live and survive. Taking it back to the simple things. Instead of trying to take a big bite of the world, you got to start small. You got to start small with basic things. That's what I got.
Okay. All right, Tamara. Let's see. That was really good, Kelsey. Tamara, show me. Show me. I'm feeling a lot of frustration. I'm feeling it in my power center, and I'm feeling it in my heart. I resonate. I relate to what Kelsey said. It's almost like just not quite good enough, not quite good enough, not quite good enough, like a constant missing of the mark, a constant just barely falling short. I feel that too. And I feel this sort of frustration growing, but also I feel some guilt about that, because like you look at your life and you're like, my life isn't bad. Like everything's fine. Why should I feel this frustration, this not enoughness? Like I'm not doing enough with my life, or I haven't done enough. I haven't made it, And so you've got these, so I feel like this feeling is more hidden in you. I don't feel like you talk about it all that much. You almost don't know how to verbalize it, but that's what it feels like. It feels like you've kind of got a lot of experiences where you just missed the mark. Now, here's what I have for you. That just missing the mark, that just barely not making the cut, so to speak, that is an experience you need in your life for the first part of your life, so that you have all of the wisdom and depth and tools you need for in your later in life becoming, really getting a hold of what it is that you do want. The truth is, the not getting what you want, or the just missing the mark, has been a blessing. And it doesn't feel like a blessing, but it's been a blessing, because what it's done is it's saving you from stepping fully into a life, a project, experience, relationships, any of that kind of thing that weren't going to make you happy. And so you're going to refine your understanding and your knowing of what makes you happy through a lot of missing out, right? Or a perceived missing out. But that is going to come to an end, and you don't have too much longer in that sort of feeling of frustration. You're going to be stepping more fully into, you're going to be really stepping into, you're going to find your win in something soonish. But not immediately, but I get sort of a few years, it's going to be refined enough where you're able to connect with that. Okay, hang on. Let me just get back in. Show me. Everything is working out for you, even when it feels like it's kind of one frustrating thing after another. Everything's ultimately leading you to your fulfillment, to what makes you happy and how you want to live your life. You just haven't really known what that looks like. The mind can only sort of conceptualize of what the mind already knows. And so it doesn't really know what's going to make you happy, but your soul knows, your heart knows, your body knows. And every door that you knock on that is not leading to your happiness and fulfillment and full well-being is not going to open for you. And knocking on a lot of doors and getting a lot of no's gives you a tremendous amount of depth and experience to really embrace and appreciate the simplicity, the simple things that are going to make you very, very happy. That word basic, again, I'm getting the word simple, but it's a similar energy. All right, Tamara, darling, please leave a comment and let us know how that resonated. Appreciate you. Hi, Julia in Georgia. She says, wise women. Right on. Caroline, good evening to you too. Darren sent us stars. Caroline, missed your lives. We're back. We're doing more of these. Yes. And we have more energy for it. It's great. Hey, beautiful sunshine is on here. Caroline is open to a reading. Okay, Caroline, I am ready to give you a reading, and I assume general. I'll kick us off here. Okay, Caroline. I'm going to do my doodling trick. Show me, Caroline. Show me. Thank you. Please help me move out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Caroline. Real interesting period of your life you're in right now. I feel a lot of space or spaciness, like spaciness in the head. I feel like you're I feel like you're in a period now where, you know how sometimes we have those days where we're like, I'm really spacey. I don't really know what's going on. I feel like I'm not thinking clearly. I feel like you're in a period of life where you're feeling real spacey and things are not clear for you right now. But there's also some contentment and acceptance of this, which I really want to applaud you for. You're in that limbo place where all the possibilities of creation are open, but you're not spending a lot of time in fear about that. And that feels really, really good because you know, like if you just stay present in this spacey limbo, next thing is going to become really, really clear for you. And really Spirit is just saying right now, just enjoy the rest time, the spaciness, the limbo. Forcing anything is not on. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Show me. I'm getting pulled to your home. I'm feeling the throat chakra. Show me. You feel safe, I think is what I'm getting. Like you feel, I think that's why I keep seeing a home. It's like you feel safe. You're safe. That's a big, strong message Spirit wants to give to you. You're safe right now. And I feel like you know that. I feel like on a visceral level, you know that you're safe. And I'm feeling sort of some tiredness. I'm feeling some rest. I'm feeling like this is really a time for you to rest and rest your body and really let yourself relax. And Spirit wants you to know that it is safe to relax. It is safe to rest. It is safe. And when you get your reserves back, when you recover from the exhaustion, that's when the next thing will be made clear. And interestingly, I feel tension in my jaw. What is that? Show me. That feels like something physical I'm picking up. I'm picking up something up here in the jaw. So it's not here, teeth, it's something in the jaw. So maybe that's TMJ or some pain or something, some issue that you're having going on in your jaw. Could even be just clenching your teeth, with nervousness. But relax your jaw. And then if you have any issues there, I'm feeling like that will be resolved in due time. But you are safe. Any fears that come up that make you think that it's temporary, it's short-lived. You can relax into the knowing that you have that you are safe right now to just really rest. Okay, I'm bouncing you over to Kelsey.
Okay. I feel that same kind of like exhaustion, like when I settle into your energy, it's almost like you're leaning back in a chair, like you've just spent 1,000 lifetimes surviving, and you're just kind of there, And you might even be slightly bewildered at, like, you have accepted that you're there, yes, but you're almost bewildered in, like, oh my God, I'm here. I'm finally here. I can't believe I'm here. And it's almost like you're in disbelief that you're in that moment of, I'm actually able to rest. I'm actually able to sleep. I am able to be comfortable. You're getting to know yourself. Even you're getting to know the parts of yourself that you've denied yourself knowing for a long time during this period of just relaxing and just resting, because it really is in those moments of rest that you get to know yourself most. Because when we're going and we're surviving and we're doing and we're trying to get out and be what we are supposed to be, everybody else is getting to know us. But when we're not quiet with ourselves and we're not just sitting in that bewildered moment of not really understanding everything that happened, the reason why you have bewilderment is likely because of the fact that you never just let yourself settle back and sit with yourself and just say, damn, I did that. I really did that. I went through that and I did that. Not only did I do that, I did it with grace and dignity and power and faith and just such a beautiful. When I first tapped into you, I thought it was anger, honestly, but it's not. It's you have a very strong power about you that most people it would present as anger, but no, you have a fierce power to just kind of trudge through life no matter what it throws at you. And for one of the first times in your life, you are sitting and you are in that moment of relief. And this is not a calm before a storm. This is a moment where you get to be with you. You get to be with you, and you get to know you, and you get to know God, and you get to just sit in that moment and fully encompass it and allow it to happen. Allow that, like Ingrid had said about the spaciness, allow that spaciness, because in that spaciness, that's where you're going to get to know yourself, is in that spaciness, that moment of confusion. It's in the moments of confusion that we oftentimes get our most enlightenment. And just sit back and relax and let yourself just kind of melt into the chair. Become one with relaxation, because that's what you need right now. Your body is craving and just the greatest thing it desires right now is rest, and you need to just give it to yourself and get to know yourself during this time.
Yes. Hell yes. So Carol Ann left a bunch of good comments as you were doing the reading. She said, it's very true. You are so right. She has a toothache. So she was affirming she's going through a lot. She has a hard time resting, right? So this is the time when you're being called to rest, and it is safe to rest, Carol Ann. And just as like a general, like, it is so important, especially for us sensitive spiritual types, which we all are, everybody here, because like attracts like. And if you're interested and you're diving into spirituality, psychic reading, psychic development, any of that, you're naturally going to be more sensitive and in tune to those energies. And a huge piece of being able to function is building in rest for yourself. It's so important. To me, I try and think of rest as part of my workday. Instead of, oh, I'm not starting to work yet because I'm resting, I wake up and I go, these few hours, I am resting and preparing my body for my work in the world, for what I'm doing. That reframe I found has been really helpful in getting me out of the guilt and shame that we all have around resting and being like, oh, this is like an important part of what I'm doing. So thank you for that. Rebecca, about her reading, said, wow, so on point, so beautiful. Well done, Kelsey, my love. Ellen, what's this about? Hey, Ellen, if you're still watching, we are doing readings. Me and Kelsey, one of our Bhava babes, one of our advanced Bhava students, are doing free channeled readings for fun because we can. So if you want a reading, comment and let us know. Carolyn says she's missed our lives. We're back. Tina, is this a training session? Good question. Kind of, yeah. So Kelsey has done a lot of practice and she's a naturally gifted channel. She had a lot going on even before she came into Bhava, but she's really been practicing and honing her gift and learning to trust herself. And so, yeah, this is another opportunity for her to do more practice, different kind of practice. And really, though, more than that, like, sure, it's practice, but really, like, it's an opportunity for me to show you her off, like for Bhava to show her off, and for you guys to, for her to be of service, and for you guys to get a sample her gifts, right? Bob about his reading said that was amazing and so true. I'm taking more time for myself lately. My disconnect from nature had me in a rut. That moment is coming. I felt it. Oh, okay. Heavy, but manageable. I felt the need to balance the divine feminine and masculine to get me over the hump. I so appreciate this confirmation. That is beautiful. One of my favorite things about doing this work is so often you're confirming what people already know. And so you're validating. And what that does is that empowers people. It's my favorite thing to do a reading at the end of it. They're like, I knew that. Fabulous. Good. Now, next time you can trust yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Tanya's on here. So Tanya is one of our new Bhava babes. She's in our Wednesday group. Awesome. So you're going to meet her at some point. We're all going to get together. Beautiful Jennifer. Hi, sweetie. I always catch you live right when I need you the most. I would love a reading. I'm at a crossroads. Okay. I think it's, whose turn is it to kick off? It's your turn to kick off. Yeah. All right, babe. Deep breaths and doodles. And also, folks, if you're getting a reading, you help us by opening yourself up. Open up your aura. Open up your energy. Give us full permission to tap into you.
Okay, Jennifer. What I have to say might be a little bit hard, maybe potentially for you to hear. So I apologize in advance. I think that there is something that you're not being super honest with yourself about, and maybe not even honest with other people, but definitely not honest with yourself about. And it is in relation to this crossroads. And that's probably why you're having so much difficulty in making the decision in this crossroads, is because whatever decision it is, I don't know if it's the area that you're in that you are trying to move from, or if it's the area that you're going. I don't quite see that, at least yet. But one of those decisions, you're trying to convince yourself to go to or stay in, and you have to stop. You really have to stop, and you have to settle down. I know that I sound like I'm on repeat with this, but you got to sit with yourself. You really have to sit with yourself, like sit with yourself alone. Close the door, sit there alone, and get really uncomfortable with yourself, and have that really hard conversation with yourself of, what do I actually want? What do I actually want? Who am I really? Who am I beyond this situation? Who am I? That's even beyond your name of Jennifer. That's who you are as a human being, the very essence of you are. Are you loving? Are you kind? Do you tend to be more leaning toward aggression and maybe manipulation or whatever, being brutally honest with what's going on in you? And the reason why this crossroads is so difficult is that we're struggling with that potential of being honest and not wanting to be uncomfortable because we fear what the discomfort brings. And I think that the discomfort that you're fearful of is rejection. Is that you're afraid that you're going to be standing alone. And it's going to feel like you're standing alone. Okay. I feel like you're going to be going into a hermit mode. Like you're going to be really getting to know yourself during, no matter what the decision is that you make at this crossroads, you're going to land in this exact moment, no matter what the decision is. You're going to land in this moment where you have to sit and get to know yourself a lot better. A lot better. Because I see you standing and it's like this big giant mountain, but the mountain's not colorful or anything. It's almost like you're afraid of the mountain. But when I move the image that I'm being showed, I see snow. I see light, fluffy, crunchy, happy snow. Like I feel like you need to I feel like you need to tap into your childlike essence, because I hear like laughter of a child. I think that you need to tap into that part of yourself, doing the inner child work, tapping into parts that you've rejected of yourself since childhood. You are, I want to go out on a limb here and tell you who you are, that you might be doubting who you are in your capacity. When I see you walking and you're walking almost, I don't even know how to explain this. It's ethereal, like you're otherworldly. You have an essence about you that is mysterious and just otherworldly, and it's a phenomenal energy. It's beautiful, and it's flowing, and it's smooth, and it's sexual, and it's all of this like wrapped up in this phenomenal person that is trying to get to know themselves, but is also so afraid of fully allowing that self to be unleashed on the world. And I just see you walking in this snow. Once you get past the mountain, it's walking in the snow, and you're not doing it in a weird way. There's childlike to it, but it's just easy. And you're no longer afraid of whether or not you're alone or not. You're no longer afraid of whether or not somebody finds you lovable, or a situation finds you to be the best fit, or whatever might be going on. But I see you walking barefoot, mind you. I'm going to guess that's, that childlike concept of walking in the snow. That's just what I keep seeing. I'm trying to remember the correlation. I'm trying to really explain what this correlation is, because it really is otherworldly. Your energy is, I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. And the only reason why I'm sharing this with you is because you have nothing to be uncomfortable with when it comes to you. You have nothing to be afraid of when it comes to you. You hold everything that you need to be able to make this decision, but it's being honest with yourself. And that honesty is being able to look at who you really are instead of the person who you have been made to believe you're capable of being, and sitting with you and getting to know you so that you can make this move in whatever direction it is that you're led to make it in. But understand, the crossroad doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the choice is that you make. You will always land in this position no matter what. No matter what decision, to get to know yourself better. Okay.
All right, beautiful. Okay. So my sweet love, I picked up a lot of the essence of what our beautiful Kelsey got. You feel unlovable, scared of not being loved, and this is what hampers your decision making. And I got very clearly that this is from your childhood. So there's that childhood stuff coming in, right? And it feels to me specifically like you were blamed for things in childhood that were not your fault. And that gave you the impression that you were not lovable, that you were not to be trusted, that you were not to be taken, you were not taken seriously, you were not prioritized, you were not loved. That's what it feels like to me. So echoing all the things that Kelsey said. She said childlike, and I wrote down innocence, very much similar, right? Same sort of thing. Going back to innocence, I feel like Kelsey is right on the spending time with yourself, time with that inner child, doing that inner child work and that healing is going to really help you in life. I feel like this has hampered your decisions all your life because you have felt a real shaky sense of personal power and identity because of these experiences that you've had and the feeling of being unlovable. And what this has done is actually driven you into situations where that has been reflected back at you in your adulthood, where you have experienced not being lovable, not feeling like you are chosen, like you are believed. You know, it all comes back to this I'm not believed, like you were blamed for things that happened to you in childhood. I get that really strongly. So I don't have a whole lot more to add to that. Kelsey covered that really well. And so we're going to leave it at that, but please leave a comment and let us know how this resonated with you. Okay, darling, we appreciate you. Kelsey, you're kicking ass. I love sitting here and watching you channel and watching what happens with your energy. This is so great. Okay. Let's do a quick reset, me and Kelsey. And everybody here can watch. We're going to keep, are you up for keeping to do a few more readings, or do you feel tapped out, my love? You good?
Yeah, no, I can do a few more.
Okay, cool. We can do a few more. Before we do that, I want to let's close our eyes, Kelsey. And I would like us to reach out and lock energies, if you're open to that. And just connect with me like we're grabbing each other's hands. Feeling that connection between us, and then both of our energies drop it down into the earth. Deep grounding, connected. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kelsey. Feels good to be connected with you. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, that was really cool. Okay. Yeah, if you guys can give us feedback on these readings, that'd be really great. We would so appreciate that. Next up, we have our beautiful Julia in Georgia. She's on YouTube. Okay, I'm doing this first. Okay, Julia. What does our beautiful Julia need to know? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I feel a lot in my sacral and in my power center. And that is the sacral is, of course, the feminine, and the power center is the masculine. And I'm also feeling a lot going on in like just my lower chakras in general, sacral and root. And I'm feeling this churning energy. I'm feeling this things are really shifting for you. I feel like your past was I feel like your childhood, your upbringing was very much not aligned with who you are and what your natural energy flow is, and that there's some churning going on there. There's some breaking apart and putting it back together, and that's a hell of a process. And not everybody's is will do that, because it's a journey. It's really a journey. You're taking your childhood conditioning and the foundations you created in your childhood relationships and experiences, and you're restructuring them. You're restructuring your root and your sacral, this mother and father inside of you, your own mother and father. And it's really important that you're doing this, because you are avoiding physical issues later on in life by restructuring this energy inside of your body. And you followed your intuition, and you know it's right, and you're knowing more and more clearly what is right and true for you. And it doesn't have to line up with what your parents taught you, with what your culture taught you, your generation taught you, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to line up. You are fully embodying more and more clearly what is you. And you're doing that through the contrast, experiencing and exploring the contrast of your upbringing. There has been painful parts to this, but you were mostly through the other side of that, where it's not so painful. And you're coming more into your own, and you're letting go of the pain, the heartache, even some blame, some anger. You're starting to let that go. It is not really anybody's fault. It's just you are who you are, and it is not the same as the environment that you grew up in. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad or wrong. Certainly doesn't mean you're bad or wrong. It just means it's different. And your journey, an important part of your journey has been coming fully into your authentic self through the contrast of that childhood experiences and those young adult experiences, and feeling that constant otherness and weirdness and out of placeness. And now you're really coming into your own, and you're going to find you've already started to attract people like tribe and community to you. You're going to continue to attract that and grow your community. You're going to find yourself at the center of a really beautiful network of people who are very strongly an energetic match for you. And that is happening because you have chosen to do this work, to do this spiritual work, to do this energetic work. Doing that work has put you on the path to your own happiness and well-being. And it's just phenomenal. It was absolutely a choice point for you. You hit a crossroads where you went, okay, am I going to do this work, or am I going to keep going down this path that's not fun for me? And you chose to do the hard work to set you up for a really positive lived experience. And the next leg of this is going to be forgiveness of the people in your past. That's the last leg of it. And I feel like you probably spent a lot of time processing the pain that you have went through, and forgiveness might feel impossible, but forgiveness is not an action. It's the opposite of an action. It's a letting go. It's a releasing. And all you have to do is make the commitment to that forgiveness, and then it will happen on its own in its own time. You don't have to rush it, nothing like that. But that's the last leg. And then that will be very much cleaned up. That energy will be cleaned up for you. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to bounce you over to Kelsey.
All I keep hearing is, you're a cool kid. That's all I keep hearing is you're a cool kid. And I see you just walking and like Ingrid had said, just forging your own path. And you're almost doing it in this just a really, I don't even know, like it's almost like you have a skip in your step while you're doing it. Like you're celebrating where you are, where you've been, and the path that you're on, and you're really stepping into you. And it is a phenomenal energy to just see, because all I see is your feet and your calves walking forward on the path, and that's it. That's all I see. And it's just really phenomenal to feel the energy in you. Like you are on the path that you were always destined to be on. And I don't feel like you even doubt that, honestly. I feel like you know that you are going where you're supposed to go. So just keep doing it. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting yourself, and just keep doing it. You've got this.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That grin on your face, Kelsey. I love it when you tap in to people's energies and you just whoop, totally embody it. We're gonna do cord pulling later. We got good feedback from Jennifer. Jennifer says, wow, tears are flowing. That was so on point. I grew up in Pennsylvania, and some of my happiest memories involve the snow. Yeah, so she had that blame in her childhood. Yeah. Your innocence was stolen. Well, now you get to repair that, and we support you 100%. Thank you for sharing and being so vulnerable, beautiful Jennifer. Appreciate you. Okay, who's next? We just did Julia. I'm starting to get a little addle-brained. Our beautiful Tanya. So one of our newest Bhava babes. Yes. If others aren't, honey, you get a reading. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be at the back of the line. Like, all right. Okay, you're first, babe. Look at her. She's like, let me see.
Yeah. I want to see your
looking
face.
at the little thumbnail.
I want to see your face. Tanya, you're adorable. I just want you to know
really
that.
Is.
You are absolutely adorable. You have such an adorable energy. Like, I just want to smush the ever-living Jesus out of you. But you might not think you're adorable. So you need to know that you really are. You have such a sweet energy about you, but it's like the sweetness of an innocent child. Even like I'm not saying that you're a childlike. I'm saying that you have just, your sweetness is so innocent that like it's just pure. It's just absolute pure sweetness. And I think that you might doubt that. I think that you might doubt that you're good enough, that you might doubt that you belong where you are. There might be a lot of doubt in all of the ness that you are, but just know that your essence alone is so freaking powerful. The first thing I felt about you was the love that you hold and how unbelievably sweet you are. You're like sugar, like candy. Like I'm getting a toothache just tapping in.
Oh. I can't wait for you two to meet. Does that feel complete, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, T. All right. Tanya. What does our beautiful Tanya need to know? Show There's something. What is that? There's this little kind of mirthful, joyful, it's just sort of like this energy. This is what it was.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
This is something. You're digging into something that you are really enjoying. And it's this little, almost like a guilty pleasure, but not really guilty, but like, like you are really enjoying this. And you're really, I can see you like, digging in and popping your head up, be like, I can go back in. Like, okay, there's nothing else. Nothing I have to do like in the world. I can just go back into this thing. So you're just diving in and digging in this little pleasure, and you're just having a great time. And Spirit is coming through and just loving this for you. Yes, eventually you're going to pop your head up and be like, oh shit, something needs to be handled. I have to adult over here or whatever. Like, and so you'll go and do that, but then you get to come back and dive in that energy. Right. So, I'm just getting, enjoy that. You're going to find that different pieces that don't necessarily make sense together right now are going to come together if you just stay in that like tee place. Like you just keep going back to that as often as you can, as consistently as you can, and things will build and knit together and connections will be made, and you're going to have you're meant to have fun. You're meant to have fun in this process. This is how you're meant to like build things, to create things, to live your life is through this fun little exploration. And you'll pop your head out every so often and be like, oh, okay, adulting task needs to be done. done, and then you'll do it, but always go back to this place. This is the baseline you are setting for yourself for how you get to live your life and enjoy your life. And this is new for you, and you're really letting yourself do it, and you're really leaning in and you're trusting this. And the more that you trust it, the more fun that you're having, and the more fun that you're having, the more things are coming together for you. And just trust the process. Everything is going to come together for you. Everything is going to unfold. All your needs are met. Everything is good. Everything is good. This is it. You have found the groove. You have found like the way for you and your energy. And have fun and enjoy, because that's the point. Thank you, beautiful Tanya. And if you would give us feedback as well on if that resonated with you, do please let us know. Very important. Julia gave us feedback. Thanks so much. Lots of turbulence these days and the very things that have been providing stability, but I persist. Yeah, stability, root chakra. We do persist, and nothing lasts forever. It's ebbs and flows. It's weather, right? Yeah. Okay. Darren on YouTube. Hello, Darren, darling. Any work or financial insight? Okay. I'm kicking off this one. Okay. What does Darren need to know about money, money, money? Work, 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 financial. Show me. You know, Darren, the spirit is saying, just keep on keeping on. You're fine. You're going to be fine. Mm-hmm. Your needs are met. You're cruising along. You're going to cruise along for a while. A lot of the financial frustration you feel is about having expectations around money that are kind of stories. Like, I feel like it can very much be from the way that you were raised around how much money you should have. Like, I should have this much in savings. I should have this much invested. And you don't necessarily have all those ducks in a row that you think you're supposed to have, but you're fine. Spirit says, just keep on going. And as soon as you really rest and relax into trust and gratitude for what you have, and that everything is covered, everything is fine. You're moving along, you know, it's not up here. It's not down here. It's right here. Like, even as you really learn to appreciate and trust that, you're going to find that things start to move up for you financially. You're going to gain more. You will have the money that you need for what you need when you need it. You'll know whether to say yes to something, and the money will show up for you, or your money will show up and then the yes thing will happen. But for you, it's a very it's an in the moment process. Money is energy. Okay. And the more that we love ourselves and trust ourselves, the more that money energy responds positively to us. Okay. So it's really a process of energy and of letting go of this notion that you need to have certain things financially figured out or be doing certain things financially that I feel like you got from your childhood. You don't. You get to just live your life and trust the money that comes in. And the more you, again, I'm just going to repeat, the spirit is saying, the more you get into gratitude and trust in, you know, keep on keeping on, everything's fine right now, and not worry about trying to spike an increase or whether some disaster is going to happen, and just trust the moment, and also trust yourself and your resources and your resourcefulness for if anything unexpected does happen. You're very intelligent. You're very intuitive. You know, like you got this life. Dude, life is not hard for you. And you don't need to make it hard by worrying unnecessarily about money. Any kind of dips that you have, you'll figure it out, and it'll just kind of keep getting on track. It's kind of like a cork on water. You're the cork on the water, and it's cruising along. And sometimes something might come and push the cork down, but it'll bounce right back up. I don't see any financial disasters in your future. I just see keep on. I just gotta keep trucking on, keep on. And you're going to be fine. But I also don't see any big windfalls either in the immediate future. But that's okay, because the reason that it keeps at this level is for you to match it energetically with trust and gratitude. So a practice around money of trust and gratitude is going to be very helpful for you when it comes to your relationship with that energy. Okay, bouncing you over to Kelsey.
So when I'm tapping into you, I get that same trust, that same, like, you're here for a reason. Like, whatever is going on around you, it's not the time to panic or look at what you don't have. Now's the time to bring all that energy that's around you and pull it back in and go, I have what I need. I genuinely have what I need. And understanding that it is just in the basic necessities that we have what we need, and then the universe just uses that as our first stepping stone until we learn the lesson that we need to learn in this moment, so that we know the next step that we have to make. And just like Ingrid said, I don't know that there's anything soon coming, but I feel that the lesson is you're moving forward in this lesson, what you're supposed to learn in this moment, that's going to make you level with whatever you're needing to level out on, to match that energy, to be able to fully be set in gratitude. That's what I just heard now, is that there's I think the lesson is learning gratitude in what it is that you have now, and just kind of trusting, just looking at everything you have, and then through gratitude and looking at everything that you do have, that trust is going to happen in that, and then eventually that's going to be your breakthrough. That's going to be what breaks you through the wall of whatever it is that has you where you are. That's what I have.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you, Kelsey. Darren, please let us know if that resonated. Appreciate you so much. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
All right. I am. We're kind of hitting over an hour. How you feeling? I'm starting to feel a little bit, but how are you?
I feel okay.
Okay. So let's do. I'm do one more. How about we do one more? Okay, we're going to do one more reading. And if you commented for a reading and we were not able to get to you, I'm sorry. We have the stamina that we have. We're fully tapping into spirit and open right now. And then also we had a question come in. Jennifer asked us, hey, can other readings resonate for us, even if they're not for us? Abso-freaking-lutely. Spirit is efficient. And, especially with, these kind of readings where it's like, people are coming on asking questions. It's like, if you hear something and it resonates with you, you will feel it, because it'll make you laugh, cry, or you'll feel it hit your body. Boom. You'll feel that resonance. If you feel that resonance, grab it, grab hold of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Last one. Sarah Sunshine.
Oh, Sarah.
Hit it, girl. Sunshine is one of our Bhava babes and one of our beautiful Kelsey classmates. So you go, girl.
Okay. Sarah, when I'm tapping into you right now, I feel bubbly, like really bubbly and almost giddy in this moment. And I feel like you have clarity, and I might be tailing on something, because she told me something earlier about a reading that she had, and I kind of have a little bit of insight in what's already going on with that she knows the direction, but I can feel it though. Like I can feel it that it's like it was like a puzzle piece clicked today. That you know what it is that you needed, and you got what you needed, and right now you feel really fulfilled and really comfortable in this moment, and everything really is about the present, not about the future or the past. Everything is about this moment right now. And so staying in this moment and learning how in the future, that when you're feeling discouraged, remember how this moment feels, so that you can borrow energy from this moment in the future and be like, I remember what that feels like, and then embody it, even if just for a second. Just for a second, that moment of, oh, I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. Embody that for an entire second.
Entire second. Okay, sunshine. Show me. Okay. You're so much more comfortable with who you are. I love that. You're so much more grounded in yourself and who you are. You're going to continue to ground into that for a while before you make any changes in your life. Oh, and some of those changes will only be internal changes. You're going to start looking at things in your life very differently as you get really clear, more and more and more clear on who the fuck you are, and get more comfortable and more rooted and more grounded and more self-respecting and more self-loving. Gosh, you are on the path to real empowerment, woman. And there is going to be changes that some will be external, but some are going to surprise you because they're going to be internal and you thought they would be external, and vice versa. Just keep rooting in is what I'm getting. Keep going deeper. For you, the path is down into the earth, not forward right now. Woo. Sarah says, I fucking love you so much, Kelsey. Yes. And Ingrid working on the roots. Yeah. And then we got feedback from Darren. Thanks. It's good to see I'm on the right path. I've been feeling the same, that things aren't so bad, that I have what I need. I'm trying to raise my vibration by accepting current situations. Glad my intuition is on point. Yes, your intuition is on point. Very good. Yeah, we love that. We love that. Okay. Kelsey.
What's up?
Jennifer says, we'll be able to watch the replay of this. Yep, it'll stay up. It'll stay up. What am I doing? Fucking hang on. I'm addle brain now. Hang on. Banner, I'm gonna take this off. I don't know. Kelsey, what are you doing? I need your brain. I don't know. Kelsey, thank you so much for jumping on here. And as always, being the fucking trailblazer and the way shower, and doing the damn thing. So for those of you who didn't catch it earlier, Kelsey is one of our advanced Bhava students. She's going to graduate from her certification program any minute. She's absolutely incredible. She lives in Georgia. She's a homesteader. She's got a beautiful husband and child, and she has a lot that she shares about her child and her experience with her child and their special circumstances on her page. You should go find her. Just, Google, or not Google, but, Facebook her name, and connect with this amazing, powerful woman. She shares an incredible amount of insight and depth on her page. And even as she shares about her own personal circumstances, boy, are they relatable to so much that humans go through and they don't talk about. And Kelsey has the courage to talk about it. She has the courage to look at it and talk about it. That's kind of Kelsey's signature move, is courage. So she's inspiring as hell. So go give her a follow. Kelsey, anything to close us off with?
Well, just tailing off of that courage, and I've said it in your comments before, that courage is a muscle.
Yes,
courage
it is
a muscle, and the more you use it, and it doesn't start in the middle of battle. It starts with the first time you say no.
Yeah. Amen, babe. Somebody said, "What's your page?" So I say, go look at your profile. But do you want me to give them the Brokenly Spiritual group? Or is that kind of shut down? If you're in transition, are you?
I don't know. You can give it whatever you feel led to do, because I don't know what I'm doing with Brokenly Spiritual yet.
Kelsey Mangan on Facebook. Hang on. I'm just going to put this up here. Go find her. She's a little bit in transition, which always happens when we go through Bhava, because we're like, wow, okay. So she's settling into her path. Go follow her and find out. She's amazing. And yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, beautiful Kelsey. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on, for asking your questions and letting us read for you and giving us an opportunity to share our gifts and to be of service to you. We love you so fucking much. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.